Good morning, friends. It's a great day to come together and ask the question, what you got? Welcome to the show. My name is Zach Clayton. I am the president and founder, Community Pay It Forward, Come Together Compass, and Pact Podcasting Networks.
Hi, friends, it's me, Barry. Good morning. It is a great day to come together and ask the question, what you got?
Today is something a lot of us feel deep in our bones. Long days, long weeks, and long hours. And the feeling that work is slowly taking over more and more of our lives. Today is National Leave Work Early Day. And if you find yourself putting in 10, 12, 14 hours a day, folks, you're not alone. Then we have the brave warriors who, due to family obligations and responsibilities, they're putting in 2 jobs, which is just, look, all my love goes out to anyone who does that. You're a special kind of superhero in my mind. So, this day was created by productivity expert Laura Stack, known as the Productivity Pro, to remind us that working more hours does not mean doing better work. In fact, she found that Americans work hundreds of hours more each year than our European counterparts. And studies show the 8-hour workday has become an urban legend for many of us. Technology has made it even worse. Computers, smartphones, Wi-Fi, email. All of it has stretched the workday far beyond the office. Instead of walking out the door at 5 for the rest and renewal, many of us end up working another 2, 3, or 4 hours at home. Some of us just stay in the office because we know if we go home, the work will follow us anyway. Truthfully, this was something that my supervisor and myself knew I was doing when I was at my last job. And I had a specific time that, being a DOT driver, I had specific hours I could work. And if I would have clocked every hour that I worked, I would have been illegal. It's just it. I would have been illegal. But there was so much work that had to be done. And I did. I'm going to say I put in probably at least 15 hours extra every week at home off the clock, if not 20 to more. Every week. And by the end of Friday, by mid-Friday, like we're talking noon at times, I had to be off the clock. I had to be off the clock because I was out of hours. I was burning through my days, 14 hours a day. I was, I just was there from before sunup till after sundown. And I mean, I was work. That's all there was to it. And I've said this before. There wasn't a single day that went by that I wasn't saying the words, I hate my effing job. Every day, at least 4 or 5 times. Because I was just fried. I was so tired. I was so exhausted. And I felt unappreciated and so many things. And this is one of the reasons why this is such a great holiday. The stress of juggling family schedules, long commutes, deadlines, and constant pressure drains our energy, hurts our health, and steals the joy out of honest work. All work and no play is a recipe for burnout, but it's also a recipe we can change. So allow me to say happy Leave Work Early Day. Happy workers are productive workers, and greater productivity means greater rewards for everyone. National Leave Work Early Day is a reminder that small changes in how we work can give us more time with the family, more time for hobbies, more time for life, and hopefully leaving the office a little earlier gives both you and your employer a taste of what you've been missing. Today's a perfect day to get started on this too, because it is the game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals. So this is a perfect day to get started. Even though this could possibly be in the long and short of it, this is the 3rd and 4th most hated team in my life. We got lucky because number 4 beat my number 2 team, or I would have been just horrified. And the team I hate the most, everybody knows I hate the Rangers. They were terrible, so there was no worry about them. But anyway, still Stanley Cup Finals. You should still watch it because it's still great. This brings us to our giving partner of the day, someone who knows a lot about helping people reclaim their time, and that is what she is here to do. Today we're featuring of Dreams Media and Carolyn Estrada. You can find her at communitypayitforward.us by simply entering in Carolyn Estrada or Dreams Media or virtual assistant, any of those words, or make it easy. Right up there, there's a QR code. It's a QR code that will take you directly to her page. That is the easiest way you can do it. And while you're there, you can take and follow her to her LinkedIn. And she's still working on her website, but as soon as we get that website updated, we will let you guys know. If you have a virtual assistant, you can leave work early. Carolyn helps businesses and nonprofits lighten their workload, streamline their tasks, and get back the hours they have been losing. She's a communicator, a creator, and someone who helps people breathe again by taking the pressure off their plate. Delegation is also something that is very hard to do as a business owner. You have to find someone you trust because they are going to take part in the business that you've put your life into. And it's hard to do that. Delegation is so difficult to do. We all know that. It's hard to trust somebody with our baby, but it's got to be done. Also, since it is June, we're celebrating Effective Communications Month. Every episode this month includes one simple way we can communicate better with each other. Today's communication tip is this: set clear boundaries and communicate them early. People cannot respect a boundary they do not know exists. If you want to leave work on time, if you want to protect your evenings, if you want to reclaim your life, you must communicate your limits clearly and respectfully. Boundaries are not walls. They're guideposts that help a relationship thrive. If you walk in and you tell somebody, I'm done at this time, you're done. You've got to be done. You put up a boundary. Now make sure that you go by it. It was very, very difficult. When Adrienne and I got together, she told me flat out, she said, you know what? You are not working on the weekends anymore. You are going to find time to spend with me or we're not doing this. That was difficult for me because I was working 7 days a week. I was a workaholic. I went from being an alcoholic to a workaholic. And it was difficult. And it took a long time for me to communicate to people saying, hey, you don't call me on Saturdays. Don't call me on Sundays. These are not days that we communicate. If you want work, I am here Monday through Friday until 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, I go radio silent. I go radio silent because I love my wife. I love my family. I'm done. And if my girls are in town, don't even try to talk to me. If my grandkids are in town, my kids are in town, we're done. We're not. It's not happening. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. So you got to set the boundaries. So here's your what you got question of the day. What is one boundary you can set today that will help you reclaim your time and your energy? What is one boundary you can set today that will help you reclaim your time and your energy? Please share your answer in the comments. You never know who you might inspire. Then please also like, share, subscribe, comment. Make sure you comment. But then like, share, and subscribe. Get your employees, get your fellow workers involved in this. Let's come up with ideas that we can help people set boundaries, and especially people who are having trouble setting boundaries. This is a perfect way to get them started. We can give them that idea on this is what we need to do to make sure that you are taking care of yourself, and we can help them hold everyone to that case. So please like, share, subscribe, help us out. Here's your mission of the day. Leave work early if you can. Leave work early if you can. Even if it's by 15 minutes, give yourself a taste of what balance feels like. You deserve it. Make a plan with your family right now. Call them at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Call them right now and say, you know what? We're doing this tonight. We're doing this together. Set it in stone. We're going to do this together. Make sure your boundary is there and you can keep that promise and start reliving, regaining, and recovering that part of you that you've been letting get away. So leave work early if you can, even by 15 minutes. Do what you got to do. What's the one boundary that you can do to make your life better and healthier? Tell us in the comments what you got. Folks, I am Zach Clayton with Community Pay It Forward, the Come Together Compass, and the Pact Podcasting Networks, reminding you to love someone out there because someone out here loves you. And as always, remember, if you're not helping someone, you're hurting everyone. None of us ever have to take our steps alone when we all come together. We're here every day. If you've got something you would like us to share, something you would like us to celebrate, let us know. If you would like to be the reason why we celebrate, get a hold of me, Zach, Z-A-K, at communitypayitforward.us, Z-A-K at communitypayitforward.us, and you can become part of the Community Pay It Forward program. Make sure that you join us tomorrow when we talk about biking. And our great friend Jay from TotalSpeed.co. So bicycling is tomorrow with Jay from TotalSpeed.co. Please love someone out there because someone out here loves you. And remember, never shut up. Silence has never helped anyone.